Hey everybody, welcome back to Doing Things with Carter. And on today's episode, we're not going to be doing a whole lot except talking about a certain subject that I see popping up quite a bit lately, and it is also something that I have been experiencing myself. And it is just the landscape of dating as a man in 2026, right? So it is. It seems to be a very popular topic. I see more and more men that are kind of taking the route that I'm taking, and I just don't care to date. I don't care for it. I find that, in my experience, that most modern women will tell you what they want, but in reality, what they actually want is different. Um, I think I have somewhat of a unique uh, perspective, as I have done both. I have totally been the simp guy who, will bend and break and do everything under the sun for their women to try to keep them happy, of that mantra of happy life or happy wife, happy life. That shit has been shoved down our throats since I can remember. And in my experience, it's happy spouse, happy house, because if you think that making yourself miserable to make your partner happy is the route to go, it's basically suicide, in my opinion. Um, I think, as I said, I have a unique perspective as I have done both. I've been the simp, I've been the complete player fuckboy who doesn't give a shit about the women they're talking to. I can tell you that both of those routes are not very fulfilling. Um, I ended up taking that fuckboy route because I got hurt way too many times taking the lover boy route, right? And I think, and this is going to be a pretty controversial thing to say. I know there's going to be people who hate on me for saying this, but in my opinion, based off of my experience, if you want to be, as a man, if you want to be miserable when it comes to dating, then listen to women when they tell you what they want. What you should actually do is observe what they do and how they react to things. In my experience, women will tell you that they want a sweet guy, the nice guy, the guy who's going to buy roses for them every month, who's going to take them out, who spoils them, who shows them their emotions, who shows them off to the world. And in my experience, um, they don't really want that. In my experience, when you start showing real vulnerability to women, eventually they start to emasculate you. And I don't even know if it's something that's conscious or subconscious, but eventually they will start to emasculate you in their head. Um, they will view you not as the leader, protector, provider as they want, because you are allowing them to cross boundaries, right? I think men have to do a lot better at setting boundaries, and as soon as someone crosses them, cut them off, right? I've made this mistake of um, allowing women to cross boundaries and make excuses for them. Oh, well, she went through this, she had this happen to her, maybe this is going on. But as I've gotten older and as I've dated more, I've learned that you lay out these boundaries real clear, and the second that you see it, a red flag, just leave, man. I mean, if you're seeing these red flags and you're ignoring them, you are complicit in your own um, suffering. It just is what it is. Um, Women, I don't think, do this stuff on purpose, but I think it is just in their nature. They're going to challenge you constantly. And the second that you roll over for those challenges, that's when they are going to start looking at you differently. You know, Unfortunately, as a man, I don't think it's a good idea to share your true emotions with women. I think it's much better to find other men who are going through what you're going through, or other men who have been through what you're going through, and you want the same outcome that they have, to talk to them. Um, Yeah, I don't know. It's I have a friend of mine who's going through some stuff of this recently, and it's just one of those things, man. A lot of what I'm saying, it sounds very counterintuitive. It sounds very like woman hater-ish, but this is based off my own experience, and I talked to lots of other men, and they seem to have a very similar experience. Um, so, in 2026, I am just not dating. I just don't care to. I'm taking the time to try to better myself in every way that I can and make myself the best version of myself that I can be for myself and my son. Um, I definitely think dating and love is one of those things that if you try to force it, it's not going to happen. And if it's supposed to happen, it's going to happen when it does. But yeah, like I said, definitely interesting times. Let me know what you guys think. Hop down in the comments. Do you think I'm wrong? If you think I'm wrong, why? What are your experiences? Do you guys have different experiences with women? Yeah. Hop down below, subscribe, follow. Let me know what you guys think.